Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I have finished a painting. Whoop, whoop. So when I kitted up on the last day, my decision wheel also chose for me to do one of my special paintings. This is one of my probably more complicated, more diamond heavy special diamond paintings, but I did spend an evening the other week getting this one finished. So because of that, I do need to de-kit the diamonds. Now, quite often when I do a special diamond painting, I will just tip out the bag of one colour and do it all, and then I will repeat with all of the colours and I'll just throw them into baggies when I'm done. However, with this one, there is a lot more diamonds and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it all done in one day, and second, it does have a mixture of normal diamonds and then speciality diamonds. So I actually have DMC numbers for a lot of them. So because of that, I did decide to bob it in just one of these little 28 containers. Just used some of the Christmas stickers and made sure to label up the ones that did have DMC numbers. So they're the ones that I'm going to de-kit first. So we have some 5200. At least it says it's 5200. Oh no, this isn't actually. That isn't straight 5200. It's glow in the dark. Just remembered. Nearly tipped them all in with the others, so they will be going in my specials. So let's start with the others, which is actually 701, which is a green one. So I have marked it as 5200 and it is marked on the canvas as 5200, but it does have a little YG after the 5200, which is what makes it the glow in the dark. And that's also why it's got this like yellow glow to it, or slight yellow hue to it. Makes it look a bit more like 3865. Okay, so 699, 563. Not got too many of these to put away, so it shouldn't take too long. Oh, we do have a new colour though. 563. So because I'm working on these strip pots, I'm just going to get my logbook out straight away with my spares in it. So my spares in square and round, and then 563. Oh, 563 is actually a colour I didn't have in either square or round, but I can now tick that I have it in round. So I actually didn't have it in either colour beforehand, so it mustn't be that popular a colour if I've not managed to hit it in both of them quite yet. Okay, so that's that one. And then the next row, we have the red of 666. I'm recognising a lot of these other numbers, so that might be the only new one that we have. Then we've got 741. 741, pop my card in so I know exactly where they're going back, especially because my rounds are fairly full. Fairly full. Then we have 3846, which is all the way over here. Gorgeous turquoise. Get that one in. All the fours. 444. Not quite the same as in bingo, is it? All the fours are only 44. So that's that strip. I will save taking the stickers off until the end for this one because, to be honest, there's not that many. So we'll save that battle for off camera. Okay, 995, and that is the last of the DMC colours. All my others, when I've labelled them up, I've just put the number and not put a DMC number underneath. So let me pop these away and I'll show you how I store my special diamonds. To be fair, my special diamonds are stored very basically. Very, very basic. So I have this half-size photo box. I actually brought this back from Michael's. No, Staples in the US. Because I thought it was absolutely adorable being half size. So I did actually travel back with this in my suitcase, and this has become what holds my specials, and these are only sorted by colour, and that's it. Some special diamonds do have numbers, but I don't find it's as consistent, and not as many paintings have the numbers. So I'm not fighting that battle. So I do already have some glow in the dark here in my white section. Oh, I do actually have some round ones as well. I thought I mainly only had squares, of which I have quite a few, but I do have some that are also in round. So I'm going to add those in first, because that then is all of those together. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but it does have like a slight yellow coating. It's not pure white. Okay, what do we have now? So we have green, blue, yellow, clear. We have some peacocks, we have another green, and we have another yellow. So let's start with green. So for my individual small rhinestones, I do have a couple that are numbered just because of the type of kit I got them from. But more often than not, I just sort of group them, the small standard round diamonds, into a sort of matching colours. I try not to split them up too much. And if I ever need them, you know, in here there might be a couple of different shades of the green, but if I want a limey green, this is the one I pick up. If I want a dark green, that's the one I pick up. They're only primarily separate because they're square diamonds. And then what I have is this tub this bag that is everything else. So it has any diamonds that are bigger than normal. So there's some in here that actually match these, and there's also some that are like a petal shape that actually match these. And I just put them all in together. Because if I ever need one of these, I am just going to be searching for it anyway. And I like keeping them in this small box. So if I did actually separate the bags for them, then I would find that I couldn't fit them all in this box. And I just don't want a bigger box for them. I'd rather hunt through them if and when I ever need these diamonds. So I've got two types of yellows, so they can both go in. I've got some yellow stars in there as well. I've got some teardrop shapes. I've got a few different types of yellows in there. So I've just added those two into my yellow pack. Okay, then I have a blue. Now blues, I do have a lot in relation to shadings of blues. There's so many different shades of blues. And I did do a big kit that actually had like 3 shades of blue in 3 different sizes, and I had loads left over. So I think that's part of the reason I've got so many for that. And you know what? I'm actually going to add the peacock things to them as well. I know you could class them as yellow, but if I was looking for a peacock thing, I see the blue in the middle Like, that's what my brain goes to. I think that's been in some sort of peacocky type thing as well. So I'm going to pop those in with blues. You need to do what makes sense for you when it comes to things like that. And then my other shape, I actually class as silver. I know some people say it's clear because all you're seeing is the silver background. But for me, I have a silver section. So I class them all as silver. Even, say, if that one's classed as a 5200 because it's clear and all you're seeing is the back, I still see silver. So I class them as silver. So yeah, that is all my diamonds popped away for that one. My tub's empty, so I will, as I say, take those stickers off afterwards. But what I also want to do is put my canvas away. Now, I do have a list of my special diamond paintings in my logbook. However, I don't take a picture of them and fill out a full logbook page for them. I class them as sort of my easy projects. And while I want a record of ones I've done, I'm not as interested in having a picture and a full detail of where I got it from and how many diamonds were in it and all the rest that I have in my logbook. So I just have a record of the paintings and when I completed them. But I do like, when they're finished, to mount them on a piece of A3 black cardstock and pop them in my A3 display book, which is actually stored in a cupboard in another room. Because I only have so much craft room space. And it keeps getting taken over. So I do have my black card in here, and then I will mount my peacock picture on there. Sometimes I mount it in the middle or in the bottom. I might go for the middle this time, actually. There's a few different places or a few different ways that I tend to mount them, more to make sure that my book's evened out a little bit. But what I'm actually going to do while I'm here is, that's my logbook with my special diamond paintings, because I have visions of forgetting. I am going to go to my special and see, this is all I have, just a list of what I have left. I only have 2 more. No, I actually have 3. Okay, I'll figure out which ones. Oh, that's because, sorry, I've got more down here. So have I actually got more? Oh, I have. I've got 4. One of them is bigger. So I've got 5 on my list. I've now completed 1. Last time I completed some special diamond paintings was May of 2022. How bad is that? But the peacock was completed in, we're in August, aren't we? Oh my goodness me. August of 2024. So I'm going to mark in when it was completed. I've got 4 more to do. I have seen a few others since that I've liked, but I've not particularly added to my stash recently because it's been so long since I've done some. Anyway, that's now noted in so that when I do my logbook update video at the beginning of September, it doesn't matter if I have completely forgotten about the fact that I've done this. Especially because I am putting it on the card, and as soon as I have finished this video, I'm going to go and put this away in my display book. If I hadn't have put it in my logbook, I probably would have left it around in my craft room as sort of a reminder to myself. You need to remember to mark this down. So I actually feel better that I can tidy it all away. Okay, so I'm going to use my camera to get this pretty much in the middle. And then what I like to do is put my hand on the painting itself, peel back this top section, and then get the double-sided tape to come off. and just let it fall, because I've got it in the right place. The weight of the canvas and the diamonds doesn't tend to mean, it's not like paper where you have to make sure it's lined up and straight. The weight of the diamonds will let it fall properly and keep flat. And then once that one is down, I will then do the same with my middle one, and then let the whole thing fall back down. Weight of the diamonds, give it a light press, lift up, and can you see the middle one is done. Peel the back off my last one and let that fall, and there we go. That is ready to go in my display book. I do have some little completed stickers that I could possibly pop down, what date I'd finished it, things like that. But yeah, I do enjoy having the odd sort of flip through the books of little completed ones. But the main part for me personally is the process anyway. So yeah, that is a painting completed. And I completed my Paint Gem summer set, or was that last month? I can't remember now. I need to sort myself out, ready for my logbook update. But anyway, Peacock is done and does glow in the dark. So yeah, that should be a little bit fun when I go flipping through the book again in the future. But yeah, another painting completed. Hopefully my next one will be a big one, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.